Hello, and welcome to Richie Nix Gaming. Today, we will hopefully be completing the World 2 League playoffs. I'm up by 2 games. Then hopefully we'll win the championship after that. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this playoff series. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at RichieNixGam1. And, I think that's pretty much it. So let's play ball. Ooh. That was an interesting hit. I'm still sick. Oh shit. Should not have swung at that. Woo! One problem with recording a couple games ahead of posting. It's not that I've actually been getting that many comments lately, but not being able to respond to any of them. Like I mentioned a couple games other than this. I think last video. And I'm sitting here playing this, wondering how, if any, response at all was received. What kind of response. But, such is life. Was thinking, what can I do? What can I do next season? I think I'm just going to manually play every single game of the World 1 League. And hopefully I win the championship and don't have to redo it. And hopefully I'm actually done with this game. I've achieved every achievement without spending real money on it. I don't know how long it would take to get every single player to diamond. Like, I've still got gold. And can exchange silver badges for gold badges, but my lowest level actual players are gold. So getting gold badges does nothing for me. I wish I could submit gold badges for platinum badges. And I wish the game would drop platinum and diamond badges more often. And I wish they didn't cost such a ridiculous amount of gems in the store. But they do. I'm not gonna lie, I miss all my regulars. There was a Pablo who used to watch every video and comment. There was an Anna who used to watch every video and comment. People like Easty and Cam the Dasher. My kid used to religiously watch this channel. I'm getting a very slow increase of subscribers. And the vast majority of people who watch my videos are not and do not subscribe. And I don't know why. I don't like, a lot of them have to be repeat watchers, and I don't know why they're not subscribing. It makes me sad. But liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all of these things help the channel. And if the channel gets, last I checked, I have 772 subscribers. So 228 more subscribers, and we're at 1,000. And what does 1,000 subscribers mean? It means I can live stream, and it means I can monetize. And if I'm able to make even a couple bucks on videos for this channel, then that is validation for spending more time on the channel. And I've been thinking about creating a Patreon, but the reason that has actually taken me so long is not really procrastination or a lack of interest or anything. It's I don't know what I would give as rewards. I have a music channel too. Would I have a different Patreon for both channels? Would they fall into one channel? I know that this channel is far more subscribed to and gets far more views than my music channel does, but like, what do? Probably put them under one Patreon, right? But it would mean that, like, the reward system would be, God damn it, Richard. The reward system would be really messed up. Like, you would either, there would either be reward options for, like, the payment you want to be able to make that are not of your interest, or I would have to put, multiple options for every tier. And it's easier to come up with things for the music channel. Like, what would I do for this channel? Review games of your choosing. And stop doing that on my own already and, like, make that a reward. Name characters after you. Things like that. I don't know how far I can take that. If you have ideas, even if you can't become a patron yourself, even if you have no interest or intent of giving me money out of your pocket, what would you like to see as, like, rewards for that kind of thing? Or, what kind of reward would make you change your mind? I know most people don't actually watch my videos for this long. Or, I guess, a lot of people don't watch the middle of my videos. I think, like, the average view time for my videos is between 3.5 and 4 minutes. A lot of my videos are 30 to 60 minutes long, so that's not a very good percentage of any of my videos, really. Get the impression that people watch the beginning and then they go to the very end to see what the results were. If you're hearing this, prove me wrong in the comments, please. Because I think what really led me to believing that is I put something that I believed was pretty much guaranteed a response. Turdaddledore. That picture of Turdaddledore, I'm surprised nobody found amusing, because I think it's one of the funniest things. Oh, Bond. No Time to Die, bro. Definitely gonna see that movie. I love Daniel Craig as James Bond. Casino Royale is definitely one of my favorite Bond movies, if not my favorite Bond movie. It was probably it's top 3 Bond books. I've read all of Ian Fleming's writing. I haven't read any other authors who wrote for Bond, but Ian Fleming. And Casino Royale, that movie with Daniel Craig, is one of the most book-accurate Bond movies, so yeah, there are other ones like Moonraker. They obviously couldn't actually base it on. Oh no! The book was written before the 60s, and the movie was made in the 70s or the 80s. I think the 70s. So the book was written before anyone had gone to space, never mind the moon. I think the rockets were for purely, like, missile use. They weren't, like, meant to go to space. I think. But then the movie, was after the moon landing, so it had to be... It couldn't be about rockets that might have been strong enough to get into space. It had to be about rockets that did go to space. That movie's really ridiculous. Roger Moore is probably... Oh, alright, George Lazenby. Thank God he was only in one movie. He is my least favorite Bond. I don't know how that guy faked his way into that role, but he was not an actor, and he was not good. Sean Connery's classic. And then Roger Moore is... You know what? Roger Moore is probably my least favorite, even over George Lazenby, because at least George Lazenby only made one movie. Roger Moore made a ton of movies. He became the oldest Bond, and you could tell he was way too old. I have no idea why he was still in that role. Who was before Pierce Brosnan? What's that guy's name? I can't think of it. He's the... Excuse me. I've only seen him in like 2 other things. And the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Hot Fuzz. He's the grocery store manager in Hot Fuzz. If you have not seen Hot Fuzz, I highly recommend it. It is part of the Cornetto trilogy. That would be Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and... Was it At World's End or something like that? Shaun of the Dead is the zombie one. Hot Fuzz is about police. And At World's End is... Was it like a high school reunion or college reunion? Bar crawl with aliens. Shaun of the Dead is a classic. Hot Fuzz. Oh man, seeing it in theaters was so funny. I think I was the person who appreciated that movie the most in that theater too. I know British comedy is not for everybody, and it's not as, like, laugh out loud funny, even if you do find it funny. But, oh man, Hot Fuzz on the first viewing was so good. Oh, I didn't even realize it was the end of the game. Well, looks like the playoffs will continue. Still up a game. Looks like the same is kind of happening with the old boys and fighters over there. It's 2-1 in my favor, and then 2-1 in the fighters' favor. So, anyone else notice that? So, you make it into the top 4, and then first and fourth place face off each other, and second and third place face off against each other. And I just don't think that's fair. I think it should be odds and evens. First is, like the best, and I know it's not always like this or anything, but like you can go back to my videos, and a lot of the seasons, like I'm in first place by over 10 games. And that's just for who's in second place. Like sometimes it's been over 20 games for like people under them. So like the difference in quality between first and fourth could be a lot, and the difference in quality between second and third is very often a tie. So it's like it's just not a fair it's not a fair match off, I think, for the playoffs. Or it should be randomized. That excuse me. Either it should be first and third face off and second and fourth face off, or it should be randomized every time. But that's just my opinion, and that's the end of the video. So please like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to tune in for Game 4, which is hopefully the last game. I don't want a tied series. And I'll see you down in the comments. Peace. Hi, everybody. Richie Nix here. I didn't think about the timing of things when I was recording those 3 games in the same day at the beginning of the month. So I didn't really contemplate about what time of the month it was going to be when I released this video. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule, anything you celebrate. Happy New Year to everybody, in case I don't get around to posting another video before then. But I just wanted to give everybody a Happy Holidays shout out. It's the best time of the year. So, I'll see you guys down in the comments, and if I don't see you before New Year's, I'll see you in 2020.